Mr. Speaker, I yield back the balance of my time.
The gentleman yields back. For what purpose does the gentleman from Texas seek recognition?
Madam Speaker, I ask unanimous consent to address the House for 1 minute to revise and extend those remarks.
Without objection, the gentleman is recognized for 1 minute.
Madam Speaker, it looks like Turkish President Erdogan has brought his brutal crackdown on human rights to Washington, D.C. For years, Erdogan has attacked Turkey's democratic institutions, undermined the rule of law, and violated Turkish civil liberties. But on Tuesday, several of Erdogan's bullies violated and violently assaulted protesters outside the Turkish embassy here in Washington. These Gestapo-type bodyguards beat peaceful demonstrators, in one case kicking a woman that was laying on the ground. This type of behavior is unacceptable. Erdogan is becoming a Turkish dictator, and one of the traits of a dictator is to violently quash opposition. Erdogan is showing he doesn't believe in the democratic principles of free speech and peaceful assembly. But, Madam Speaker, we will have no foreign tyrant violating these sacred rights on American soil without consequences. And that's just the way it is. I'll yield back.
The gentleman yields back. For what purpose does the gentlewoman from Florida seek recognition?
Bloody brawl broke out outside the Turkish ambassador's residence in Washington, D.C. yesterday, just down the street from the White House. What we're about to show you might be too graphic for some viewers. Police say this appears to be a, quote, brutal attack on peaceful demonstrators by Turks. This violent altercation happened after 24 protesters showed up to the Turkish embassy following President Trump's meeting with Turkish President Erdogan. Law enforcement officials are telling CNN it appears President Erdogan's security staff and Turkish embassy officials were involved in the attacks on the protesters. At least 9 people ended up in the hospital. This is not the first time the Erdogan security detail has been accused of attacking demonstrators. Last year, when the Turkish president visited D.C., a skirmish involving demonstrators broke out. President Erdogan's security team was accused of accosting journalists. In response, the U.S. State Department released a statement in this attack, saying it is, quote, concerned by the violent incidents involving protesters and Turkish security personnel. The Turkish embassy did not respond to CNN's request for comment. That's it for The Lead. I'm Jake Tapper.